welcome back to the channel. My name is Davissa, and today we are finally going to finish our page from Worlds Within Worlds by Kerby Rosanes, and we have been using the Starjoy colored pencils. And first of all, let me first say I am very sorry for how long it has been since I have uploaded any videos for you all. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been patient with me, and thank you to all of my subscribers for staying, and to all of my new subscribers for joining. And yes, I am sorry. I have not been feeling well for a little while now. Just dealing with a few different things. But I'm feeling better today, and I am trying to get several videos filmed for you all so that I can get them uploaded and have some content each day going forward. So that is the plan for today. And we are going to start by, like I say, finishing this beautiful image. And we have been using the Starjoy 120 set. And just in case you have not seen the previous videos, they are on my channel, but I will go over the colors that we have already been using. For the teals, we have been using number 62, Cypress Green, number 54, Teal Green Light, number 53, Teal Green. I don't know if you can even see these, I apologize. And number 52, Cobalt Turquoise Green. And we used those colors for the dragon scales. And of course his head. And then the purples that we have been using on the mane are purple blue, number 77, violet, number 75, and light ink blue, number 72. And then for the yellow, we have used cream yellow, 22, primrose yellow, number 20, and Naples yellow light, number 23. And as you can see, I went ahead and finished all of these scales and all of the mane off camera. And I also decided that I felt like it needed a little more of those purple color, the purple combination on the page, so I decided to do this bit coming off the tail in the same purples that we used for the mane. And now today we're going to go over all the other elements on the page, the trees, the archways and bushes, the little person over here, and then the background. So let's get started, shall we? It's already probably going to be a pretty long one, and I apologize if it is a little too long for you, but I'm going to try to make it not be as long by anything that is a repeated element on the page. I'm going to show you one or two of those, and then I'll do the rest off camera, just like I did with the scales and the mane. And yeah, so let's zoom you in and we will get started. Okay, I think we are actually going to start over here, and I may have to adjust the tripod just a second. I apologize, but I want to make sure you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now I've already picked out the rest of our colors that we're going to use. on the page. And I have decided that this first archway here, because it does look a little different, we are going to try to achieve a gold effect on this one, and the rest we will do to look like they are just wood. So let's get started, I guess, with that. We'll go ahead and start with that. So for the gold, we are going to use, and I apologize, this may take me a minute. I have all my colored pencils on the table that I've chosen for the rest of this. So let's see, we need 24 let's see, there's gold. Okay, we need 24. Woo, sorry about that. Lemon yellow. Our gold pencil, which is 001. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to read that. And then we need 109 and 109, and that is walnut brown. And then we also need 107, which is sepia, or sepia. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. But alright, so let me sharpen these really quickly and we will get started. I apologize, I should have done all of this ahead of time. But if you've been here for any length of time, I'm sure you know. I'm awful at being prepared, so I'll do this real quick and hopefully not shake you around too much. Ooh, I guess I probably am. Here, let me try this on my lap so I won't be shaking the camera. Alright, I apologize for that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're first going to take our number 24, lemon yellow, and we're just going to do a light base coat of this color on this pillar right here. Well, we'll go ahead and just do our light base coat with this on all of the parts of this archway. So, just do that. Okay. Not applying any pressure, just barely going across the page. And I'm going to leave this little piece here uncolored for now. I think I'm going to go in with a gel pen and actually use a metallic gel pen on that part right there. So, but the rest of this, we will put this color down. And this may not turn out exactly the way I'm hoping it does, but we shall see. So, it's Saturday, and my son has went to spend the night with his friends, and he was all excited about that. And I love my boy like crazy, but Mommy was kind of excited about that too. I thought, ooh, I can make some videos. I'm actually feeling decent today, and I can make some videos, so that's what I'm gonna do. Try to make as many tonight as I can and have some content to put up for you all. Alright, now we're gonna go in with gold. No, we're not. I'm sorry. That will be last. I apologize. I'm not with it today. We're going to take the 109, the walnut brown, and we're going to go along the edge. just the very edges and kind of feather that out. And a little bit at the top. Okay. And then we're going to do the same for all, well, mainly all the rest of it. I'm struggling to find my words. It's been a while since I've filmed anything. Gotta get back in the hang of it, I guess. So I hope everyone's been doing well and staying safe and having plenty of relaxing coloring time on their hands, hopefully. Okay. Trying to be very careful because this little area here is not very big. I think I'm just okay. And here we'll just go along those edges. Okay, and now again we'll do this one on the edges. Goes down there and there. Okay. And for these, because they're so skinny, I'm just going to darken at this side here, and then where it meets that piece there, we'll go heavier there and feather that out towards the center of that. And the same on this side of it. Heavier pressure, feather it out a little bit. Don't want to go too far in. We'll do the same here. Feather that out. All right, now on top, Kerby has all these shadow lines drawn here, so I'll try to make that section a little darker than we've been doing for the other parts of this. Okay. All right. I'll move up here. And feather that out. And here. Lighten up your pressure and feather that out. These sides. You don't want to press too hard though. We don't want to burnish it yet. We've got a few more colors we want to put on here. So same here and here. And then I'm going to go along, if I can, go along this edge right here. Whoops. And along this bottom edge, just real lightly. Alright, now we will go in with 107. It's our sepia color. Go over what we just laid down and feather it out towards the center. Just real lightly. Alright. Okay, and again, go over all these little edges. Okay. Here. Our cat is trying to get in the window in front of my desk, and a lot of times she'll go in where the couch sits and come out onto my desk. So you may see her shortly. She might not, since I'm sitting here working, but you might get to see her walk across my desk in just a minute. Okay, I'll move up here. Okay. Go over all of that area that we put that darker color in. Okay. Alright, so now we are going to take our gold, 001, and we are going to go over those two colors we just laid down really, really lightly. Just kind of go over those. Okay. Now, of course, if you don't want to take the time to try to fiddle with all these little small areas, you could just take your metallic pencil and color it in and it would look great. But I was hoping to be able to get it to look gold, but yet still do some blending and shading, blending and whatnot. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to come out, so we will see. We will see. Hopefully it will look lovely. Go back over that because I can see some white showing through. Okay. I'm going to do this top bit up here. we finished this. Our next color along was actually a request from one of my subscribers, and we are going to be doing a color along out of Midnight Forest by Coco Wyo. And I think we're going to use my Artesas for that one. But I do only have the 72 set of Arteza. I don't have the 120 currently. So, but I think those pencils will do great in that book. And I was asked if I could do a page from that book with using either Artezas, Prismacolors, or Polys, or a similar pencil. So I think I'll use the Artezas because I haven't used those in quite a while, actually. Now we're going to take the Lemon Yellow, number 24, and go back over top of everything. And it's not because I don't like them, because I love my Artezas. I love all my pencils, to be honest. I'm crazy about pencils. It's my favorite medium, and I do love them all. But yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do next. So if you have that book and you have Artezas, or even if you don't, you can still follow along and use whatever pencil set you have. But that is what we will be doing next. And it is definitely going to be a lot less detailed than this one. And I think after that, I'll probably do a page out of Joanna Basford's new book, Worlds of Wonders. I love that book. That book is gorgeous. I've done one page out of it so far. My daughter, she's so sweet. She surprised me with it one day. So, it was really sweet of her. I love that book. She knows how much of a fan of Joanna Basford's I am, so like last year, Mother's Day, she ended up picking me up a second copy of World of Flowers, because unfortunately I have a couple pages that have started to come out of my book, but it's okay. I'm still going to color in it. And I also have 2 copies of all of her books except for the newest one, and I think Ivy is the only other one I don't have 2 copies of. But, oh, I think I missed a spot right in there. Yeah. Now, just to tone that down just a little, that yellow, I'm going to take my Tombow Mono Zero, just go right in the center, and give it a little bit more of a highlight through the center there. A little scragglers coming off my eraser. Okay, and then right up in here, just a little bit, just a little, and then right in here, just a little. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do you all think? I would go ahead and do the gel pen on this part here, but I don't want to run my hand through it, so I think we'll wait and do that last. But okay, so next, let's do some of these little bushes right down here. Well, let me move you where you can see what I'm talking about. I'm sorry about that. Some of these little bushes right down here at the bottom. And the colors I have picked for the bushes are 41 green, or sorry, olive green. Ooh. 33 green plum, and 34 cadmium green pill. If you can read that. My light seems to be putting a glare right where the name of the pencil is. Okay, let me sharpen these again. I apologize. Yeah, I definitely should have sharpened everything ahead of time. But we will get it. But I won't promise not to shake you up this time. You're just going to have to, unfortunately, hear the noise from the sharpener. Hopefully it's not too loud. Alright. Okay. So, I'm going to take my olive green, number 41, and I don't think I can get you over anymore. Okay, and where Kerby has these lines here, I'm going to make those a little darker or make part of this darker with this darker color, because you got this other bush sitting right in front of those. So we'll go in here, heavy pressure for a little bit, and then fan it out, feather it out, and then we'll go around the edges of the bushes just a little. Not using hard pressure at all now. Same over here, hard pressure close to the bush that's in front, just a little, feather that out. And then along these edges. Okay. And then for this one, we'll just go around the outside edges and make the bottom where it meets the side of the dragon a little darker and feather that up. Okay. And then we will take number 33, green plum, go over the color we just laid down and feather that out, even take the color out a little further. Okay, do the same up in here, and the one in the front, and then we will take our number 34 cadmium green pill and go over all of it and blend it together. All right. Now, I missed a couple little spots down here, so I'm just going to take my darkest color, the olive green, 41, and go in right there. Go across, just like that. And that's how we will do the bushes for the rest of it. And I'm going to save the rest of those off and do them off camera. Alright, now let's see. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah. Zoom me back out just a little bit. Try to get this moved down in frame here. Okay. Since we already have our greens out, we're also going to use the same colors, yes, I cannot speak today, I'm sorry. The same shades of green for the tops of the trees as well. So we'll go ahead and do the tops of one of these trees, and then we'll do the tree trunk next, and then move on from there. So 41 olive green again, and we will do it in a similar way that we did the bushes. Just kind of go along these outside edges. Feather that in. Okay. And then anywhere where a tree branch comes over there, I'm going to darken that spot up as well. Okay. Let me zoom you in a little better so you can see, hopefully, a little bit better. Okay. All right, now we will take our number 33 green plum, go over that and extend it out and feather it out. Leave a feathered edge. Okay. Oops. All right. And now we will take number 34 cadmium green pale and go over all of it and blend it together. Alright, dust that off just a little bit. Now, we'll move on to the tree trunk. And what we are going to use for that is, let me see if these are, we are going to use number 111, Burnt Umber, number 105, Burnt Ochre, number 16, Terracotta Light, and I don't think that's picking up that name at all. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, there you go. Terracotta Light. And then number 15, which is Yellow Ochre Light. And again, that one's kind of hard to pick up. These are the 4 I'm going to use. Give them a quick sharpen. Okay. Oops. Alright. So, with our 111 Burnt Umber, we are just going to go up here where the branches meet the treetop. Just put a little bit of that color down there. Fade it down, or, yeah, feather it out. And then we will take it and just go, for now, just kind of go along the edge of the tree. Feather that. And then here and down, and kind of feather that a little bit. And we'll come back to this color in a minute. And then we are going to use 105 Burnt Ochre. Go over that, feather it out. Alright. A little bit down in here. Just real soft feathered edge. And then number 16, Terracotta Light. We'll go over that and blend it out. Just real lightly. And then number 15, Yellow Ochre Light. Go over all of that. Again, real lightly. Don't burnish it in completely. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go back to our darkest color. I should not have wiped that with my hand. 111. And we are going to add some texture lines in here and kind of follow the lines Kerby gave us. And you can add a few more if you want. Give a little bit more of a shadow in the areas where it's got the little twists and turns. That. And then go back over top with number 15, Yellow Ochre Light. And this time you can burnish. You want to. Okay, or you can always add more texture lines or whatever you choose to yours. That is how I'm going to do all the rest of the trees on the page. So now, what do we have left? Okay, let's move this up, back up here. And we need to do part of this path and our little person here, and one more of these archways. So, the wood archway, we're going to do 105, 106, and 14. Let me find those real quickly. We've already used 105, so yeah, 105, 106, and 14. There we go. All right, so that is, again, our burnt ochre, 105. Our burnt sienna, 106, and our yellow ochre, number 14. Okay, and we're gonna do these similarly to how we did the one in the front. Take our number 105 burnt ochre, go along the edge, and leave a feathered edge towards the center. Okay. Here and here and down here. Again on this side. And darken this up a little bit here because it's underneath that other one. And these we'll do similar to how we did this, the thinner parts here. We'll just darken up this edge and fade out. And again over here, darken up that edge and fade out. Okay. Here. And do that. Okay, now the top I'm gonna do, we're gonna go try to curve around like that and feather it, and then go along this edge. And then leave a, just make sure that you leave your feathered edge towards the center. We'll do that again along this top line. Darkest along the line, and then feathered towards the center. Okay. And then we'll go all the way around with our darkest color, this one, this end piece. Just leave it lighter towards the middle. Now we will take 106 burnt sienna, and let me sharpen mine, and we will do the same as before. We'll go over the color we've already put down and then feather it out a little more towards the center. Okay, again here and here. I'm sorry if I'm trying to go kind of fast, guys. I just want to make sure that I can get to where I can show you all of this today without the video being too terribly long. Okay, and go over this and leave a feathered edge. Okay, and then go over this as well. All right. Now we will take our yellow ochre, number 14, and go over everything and blend it all together. And since we are making these look like wood, or similar to, you can do, if you choose, like we were trying to do with the tree, and you can go in and put little texture on the tree, goodness, on the parts of this. You can add little tick marks, little texture lines, if you choose to, with the darkest color. I don't think I'm going to try to, I don't think I'll be doing that with these myself, but you definitely could if you chose to. Alright, and I'm going to do all the rest of the archways just like this one here. Okay, now our little pathway here, we're going to use 14, 15, and 13. I know I've already had these out. 14, 15, and 13. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that needs it actually. Alright, so that is 14 yellow ochre, 15 yellow ochre light, and 13 orange yellow. And again, I'm gonna start with 14 yellow ochre, and let's see, we'll just do this section here because there's not much in the way there. And we'll take number 14 and go along the edge where the bushes are and just kind of feather that in. And then along where these bushes are, and feather that in towards the center. And you can take this and go over these lines if you want with your darkest color. And then we'll go in with 15 yellow ochre light, go over what we just did and feather it out. Can you even see? Yes, okay. I apologize. Trying to make sure that you're in frame and can see what I'm doing. Alright, and now with number 13, orange yellow, we are just going to go over all of that and blend that together. And that's how we will do our pathway. I'll do one more little section of that right here. Again, as I'm using number 14, feather it out, going over those lines with it. Okay, then I'm using number 15, yellow ochre light, go over that and feather it out. And then we will use number 13 and blend it all together. All right. Okay. And now we will do our little person here that's walking on the path. So for the umbrella and the pants, I believe we're going to use the same greens that we used for the treetops. I don't want to introduce too awful many more colors, so that's what we're going to do for that. So I'll start with the pants, even though it's the tiniest little area here. So I'm just gonna go, let me see if I can zoom you in anymore without making you blurry. Let's get this over. Okay. Right here at the top of the, well, not the top, but where their top hangs over the pants, we're going to go in with number 41. And you're not really going to be able to do a lot of blending right here. There's not a lot of room. So we just go over that and then over the bottom. And then number 33, you're not going to see a big like blend here. And then number 34, but it'll give you a little bit of dimension. And again, you could just straight color that if you wanted to, and that would be fine too. Number 41, we're gonna do the umbrella now, and I'm just going to go along the outside edge and kind of feather that a little bit, not too far in, hopefully, and then go over all the well, try to go over these little lines. Again, it's a very tiny thing here we're trying to use these colors on. Green plum, number 33. Go over top of that and feather that out. And then again, at the right in the center, a little bit of that. And then we will go in with number 34, cadmium green pale, and go over all of that and blend it in. Alright, brush that. Alright, now, I decided that for the top here, we are going to do oranges, and we're going to use 11, 12, and 13. So 11, 12, and where's my 13? Good question. It's not. It's got to be down here then. Oh, there it is. We just used it. Okay, so we're using 11 cadmium orange deep. Oh, sorry about that. Number 12 marigold, and number 13 orange yellow. Okay, so I'm going to take the cadmium orange deep, which is number 11, and go along the outside edge, feather it out, and right under the belt, and along that line, and there, and just kind of try to feather it a little bit, and there, and then under the umbrella, just basically go along the outside edges here. Alright, and then we will take our marigold, go over that, try to leave a little room for our last color, but I know guys, it's a very small, very small little area. Normally for something this tiny, I would have pulled out my Gem Gold mechanical pencils, but trying to just use, oh, I'm so sorry you were off camera. Just use these pencils for this, the entire page. So, and now the orange yellow, number 13 and blend everything together. And the little felt part, I think I'll probably use a gold gel pen and fill that in. Okay, so now while we have our oranges in our hand, we are going to move to the opposite side of the page, and we are going to do this little guy right here. Not exactly sure if he's a shrimp or what exactly, but or what color he would be, but we're going to use these same oranges on this little guy here. So just again, around all these edges with number 11, and leave a feathered edge. And kind of go over these little lines here with this one as well. And then for these little parts, I'm just going to do where it's close to his eye right there, and then feather out. And then marigold, number 12. Go over everything. And feather it out. And then lastly, we will take our number 13 and blend everything together. Okay. And I also think we are going to use this color combination. I don't know why it's showing up like that on the video. It looks a bit different in person, but okay. So I think we're also going to use these for his eye, for the dragon's eyes. And so I'm going to take the number 11 and just do a tiny little bit, or wait a minute, actually, no, yeah, sorry, tiny little bit up at the top here and fade it out, and over here, which is a little bit more tricky. Okay, and then the marigold, go over that and leave a little feathered edge. And then we will go over all of it with number 13, orange yellow, and blend that together. Okay. Alrighty. And now we need to do his tongue, because we have not done that yet. So, once we... I'm sorry, my tripod keeps trying to flip over on me. Okay, so once we do his tongue, then we will do the background, and I believe that will be it, which we are already at an hour. And I'm sorry that it's running so long. I just really want to, like I said, I was really hoping to get this finished today. So that's what we're attempting. And give me 1 second, guys, and I'll tell you what colors we're using on his tongue. Okay. Alright, so for his tongue, we are going to use number 91, Cadmium Red, number 94, Cherry Pink, and number 96, Grenadine Light. So I'm going to take 91, Cadmium Red, and I'm going to, this little bit right here, which I believe is his gum line, maybe. I'm going to do a little bit of this number 91 at each corner and kind of leave a feathered edge there and there. Maybe come along here and along there. Okay, and then Kerby's got these lines drawn in here for the shadowed bits. So we're going to focus our number 91 in the areas where these shadow lines are the darkest, and then feather that out. I hear a cat in the window. Says she might pop out and make an appearance. We'll have to see. And for his teeth, I used the same yellows that we had used on the underbelly and the horns. So, and for his nails too. So now I'm taking 94 Cherry Pink, going over that color and fading it out. Oops. And try not to do like me and go over his teeth. And get this little bit here too. Alright, now we're going to take our Grenadine Light, number 96, and go over everything and just fill that in. Okay. And again down here. Alright, and there is his tongue done. Alright, so now the background. So I'm just going to show you, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're sick of of how long this has taken so far, I'm going to show you a little small area that I think we can get done fairly quickly for the background. Now, these bits here, let me pull out for just a second, zoom that out. These bits here, I'm going to color them as clouds. Now, you could decide to do yours as water. They look like they could be clouds or water or even smoke. however you want to do them. But I'm going to treat this like he's in the sky and these are clouds and the rest is going to be the sky. So we are going to do these bits here in grays, and then the rest of it are going to be in blues. So for the grays, whoops. Sorry about that. For the grays, we are using 114 Payne's Gray. Try to bring that up where you can see that. 115 Davies Gray. And 113 Warm Gray Light. Okay, so we're going to start with Payne's Gray, 114. I'll zoom you back in and get you readjusted here. I think we are going to tackle this section in here. So we're going to take our 114 Payne's Gray as soon as I get mine sharpened all the way, and do the same as we've pretty much been doing. All these little lines that Kerby has drawn here, we're going to make the darkest parts of those, or do the darkest parts of those with the Payne's Gray, and then fade out. So there, here, over here, and right in here. All right. And then, yeah. Then we will take our 115 Davies Gray, go over that, and bring that out further and fade it out. Okay. And we'll go this bit under here and around. And fade that. Soften it up a little bit. And over here. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. Oh. There we go. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing now. I apologize. I'm awful for checking the camera. I had to remember to do that more often. Just get in the zone and I guess forget what I should be doing. Okay. Just kind of soften that up so it's not a harsh line. Alright, now we're going to take our lightest gray, which is 113 Warm Gray Light, and go over all of that and fill that in real lightly. And then go right over that. And of course, you don't have to do yours the same colors that I am if you choose not to. That's perfectly fine and completely up to you. Now I'm going to go over top of that with my white pencil. So just make sure it's make sure it has a clean tip here. And then just go over all of that with the white. Okay. Whoops. And I snapped my pencil. Alright. Okay. And now for the blues, we are going to be using Sky Blue number 59 and Cerulean Blue Middle number 56. The Cerulean Blue Middle is about the lightest I could find in the set, so we're also then going to go over it with our Titanium White 21 to try to lighten that up just a little bit. So all I'm going to do for the background is go along the edges where anything is with our, number 59 Sky Blue. Just a little. And then feather that out. You don't have to press really hard or anything. Just want a feathered edge. We just want a little bit of a change in colors to give it a little bit of dimension, a little bit of contrast, or yeah, not contrast, dimension, whatever. I'm telling you, words are not something I'm capable of today. Alrighty, and then our 56 Cerulean Blue Middle, and just go over that. Fill the whole area in. Mine needs sharpened a little bit. Yeah. I was trying my best to avoid it. I think I'm gonna have to do it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. That does better. Okay. Go back over all of that. And of course, you could use pastels or anything else for your background if you choose. You don't have to do colored pencil. I was just trying to decide on something that, which I guess I could have done pastels, but something that you might be more likely to have and couldn't really come up with anything, so I thought, well, I'll just use my colored pencils and color the background that way. So, but it definitely takes longer to do a background with colored pencils, so by all means, if you don't want to take the time to do that, then you can pick pastels or watercolors, gelatos, gel crayons, any of that to do your background bits. Yes. All right. Zoom you out real quick. Alright, I think that about covers everything that was left, and I will finish all of mine off camera. And if you have colored along with me, please leave me a comment down below and let me know. I would love to know that, or leave me a comment about anything else. Like always, please stay safe and happy coloring, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.